It also has two N2 sensors. A N2 sensor for the incoming N2, which will not allow the tool to start up. That is this sensor right here. If you don't have 20 psi to this sensor, the tool will not power up. The second N2 sensor, which is an 8 psi sensor, is this sensor. This sensor will not allow, this is the air that flows into the filter, then into the heater cartridge. It will not allow the heater cartridge to turn on if it does not have at least 8 psi. I will now run the bottom SRD. The Semitool is very simple. Just remove the empty cassette. A full cassette is placed inside. Simple start. And the process begins. This bottom rinser dryer is controlled by the bottom controller. I will focus in on that. We have the same simple process. It's a 30-second rinse at 500 RPM. Note again that the controller appears to be blinking in the DVD movie. However, to the human eye, it is perfect. We are now in the purge cycle. And we'll move into dry one, higher RPM. Again, perfectly balanced, perfectly smooth. We run all of our Semitool 6-inch systems that are capable with a full load of 6-inch wafers. This allows the maximum substrate size to be processed. The system can go all the way down to 1 inch if necessary, but we like to run all the systems with a max wafer load to show that there's no vibration in the tool. We are now slowing down. We just moved into the dry 2 cycle, which again is a lower RPM cycle. The Semitool manual gives a wide range of recommendations for the process that you can run. A typical process in a rinser dryer is anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes of rinsing at about 500 to 800 RPM. Dry one is usually about 30 seconds to 60 seconds, anywhere from 1400 to 2000 RPM. Dry 2, which is the extended dry, drops back down from 400 to 800 RPM and tends to be about 180 seconds, 3 minutes. The system was just uprighted. The Semitool rinser dryer works with a door seal. This door seal inflates when the door is closed and seals along the inner chamber. After the system is done today, these panels, which are the fire retardant FM4910 compliant panels, will all be mounted onto the system. Again, we will leave the red plastic coating on for protection during travel and allow the customers to remove that when at their facility. The system will look like this again when all the panels are on, when it is fully skinned. I will now do the same demonstration of running these 2 head assemblies. The top first, then the bottom. I will now go ahead and load this system for its testing. Again, the door seal, once enclosed, will inflate to seal the door. During the rinse and dry cycles, as you'll notice, the door cannot be opened. It's because it's tight from the door seal. This system, like the first system and all rinser dryers, the top controller controls the top SRD. You can see we're doing another simple rinse, 30-second rinse, 500 RPM. We go into the purge cycle. Now we'll ramp up on the high RPM dry 1. System is totally smooth. Controllers now, as you can see, the wafers are slowing down. It's moving into the dry 2. For demonstration purposes, we do run a short cycle just so we could keep testing the tools. These two double stack systems are configured identically. They're both going to the same customer. The rotor uprights. One way to test for your hot end 2 working is that the hot end 2 sprays in at about approximately 1 o'clock on the inside. You can put your hand right inside the opening and you'll feel the hot end 2. It'll actually burn your hand if you leave it there. It's blowing in the front and then it has another nozzle in the back blowing. The rinser dryers have a set of nozzles that spray the water diagonally and then the hot end 2. We'll go ahead and load the bottom rinser dryer now. Please note on cassettes, most Integra's cassettes are set up with an H-bar. As you can see, the front is different than the back. That's what an H-bar looks like. Most rotors are designed for H-bar in. And simply start the process. Take a look at the top controller, show that it's functional. Going through the rinse cycle.